Here you can see pathway of air, and what is the pathway of air we can discuss here only. And if you just see here, uh, this is entire human body, and internally many organs will be there, brain, heart, liver, everything. But here, as for easy understanding, the textbook has made only the lungs, that means respiratory system in a human it has made. So can you see first part, it is starting with the nostril. So nostril, the air enters here, and then after that in the nasal cavity, in nostril nasal cavity, after that here nasal cavity only, whenever we get cold, so mucus will be formed in this region, and nostrils are there. We have two nostrils here. So two nostrils, it was given by nature, one nose but with the two nostrils. And here comes the question. Let me make the question here. Just I will make a question and you need to answer here. Nature have given us nose, one nose, but two nostrils have given. Why nature has given two nostrils? Why not one nose, single nose? Why it has not given single nose only given? Why it cannot given single nostril, that big nostril? Why it has not given? That is the question here. So try to answer that question in the phone number what I given to the WhatsApp. Understood? Next region we will be having about epiglottis here. Pharynx, epiglottis, larynx. Epiglottis is the junction between pharynx and larynx. You need to remember. That means epiglottis is the difference. It is the mediating part of pharynx and larynx. After that, trachea. Trachea, here only Adam's apple will be there, which you have learned in 8th class. And then bronchi. Immediately the next part is called as bronchi. Then the smallest parts are called as bronchioles. And these all things will make lungs. And very minutely to say, last branch of bronchioles will be having alveoli. And here only exchange of gases will be done. So what is that here? Capillaries, in which oxygen and carbon dioxide exchanges occur. Just now, just 2 minutes back, we discussed this one in the video. Understood? In the previous video, we have discussed that. And how many parts are there? And here, pathway is just a diagram. And what it will happen in pathway, we just see in the next slide. Here you can see. So what are the different things are there in nostrils? So nostrils are there here, and let me make here. Here you can see, which is important thing here. Nostrils are there, and air enters into the nostrils here, and air usually enters the body through the nostrils. So two nostrils will be there here, and that two nostrils concept now we will see here. So in the nostrils, what will happen? Two of the nostrils are provided here and having a septum here, and here air will be filtered. And due to that, what will happen? Total the nasal cavity inside the nose, and this is the nose. Total the inside lining of that, it is kept moisture, watery. So why it is kept means here, it will make a 24 hours and 7 days a week nose in an active position. So such that what will happen here, moisture will also increase the sense of smell. Biryani smell is getting means here, that is due to moisture content of the nose. If you are not feeling any smell, that means there might be nose drying. Understood? And in order to remove dust particles, hairs are provided in the nostrils here. So hairs are also present in the nostril. Due to this, what will happen here? Any dust particles are there means it will just occupy in that. That means it will track. It will just traps up there only, and then it will not enter into the lungs. After that, you will be having a part called as pharynx here. So pharynx, this also helps in warming process also, and this is the common passage for air and food. You need to remember, pharynx is the most important. This pharynx is the most important for this food pipe and the air pipe. And one more thing we need to discuss here, pharynx will be having epiglottis. It is a small membrane, small epiglottis. Here you can see this region, this is small. Can you see it? Let I magnify this. Can you see here? This one, I'm meant to say this region. The thumb region is there, no? Here I am putting the thumb region of the arrow. So that thumb region area is called as epiglottis, and that epiglottis is the junction between air pipe and the food pipe. So sometimes you will be getting a choking effect. So sudden cough due to eating food or drinking water, sudden cough will be getting. So at that time, what will happen here? Some of the air or water enters, some of the water enters into the lungs. Due to that, your lungs will produce something has entered into our body, so that immediately cough will be produced. Due to that cough, what will happen? All the contents will be pushed out again with the help of this small region. That means this small region it is there. Understood? And that mechanism is known as choking effect. So that mechanism is called as choking effect, and the choking effect continuously goes on until you drink water, or otherwise it saturates. So and this region is called as epiglottis. That is the region between pharynx and uh, larynx. Understood? And that region name is epiglottis. Understood? We'll get back. Next part is known as larynx. Larynx will be having voice box. That's why it is called as stiff box, and in that only Adam's apple is present, and they contain 9 cartilages. These cartilages will make up sound producing, and this voice is produced by vocal cords. Vocal cords are nearly 9, which are made up of 9 cartilages, and here it will be there. Can you see this region is called as voice box? There only voice will be produced, and that is the basis for speech, songs. You will sing no songs at your home when no one are there. You will sing even much. So at that time, you must thank your voice box only. And trachea is there. Can you see here? In trachea, C-shaped cartilaginous rings are present, like this C-shaped cartilaginous rings are present. That's why they are called as cartilage, smooth bone, and that will help to reach that air towards the lung. And next part it is known as bronchi. That means bronchus. This region, first branch, can you see? First branch, this is called as bronchus. And here only the windpipe will divide into two: left bronchi and right bronchi. This is the right bronchi, this is the left bronchi. That is the part of the lungs. And after that, further divided into, can you see here, branches are there? 1, 2, 3. So 3 branches are there. So let us zoom it here. You can see here these branches 1, 2, 3. These are called as bronchioles. So those bronchioles are very smaller thing, and each bronchus will be further divided into bronchioles. And after that, you will be having alveoli. So here you see, even smallest part is called as alveoli. So this smallest part is known as alveoli. Many innumerable lorry full of sand can we count? No, we cannot count lorry full of sand. So that many alveoli are present in our lungs. Each alveoli will be absorbing, can you see here, bubble like structure? Those will be absorbing maximum amount of oxygen. So in order to, our lungs are capable of taking maximum oxygen. We are only not supporting that taking out oxygen. Why? Because here we are making a little narrow breathing here. So when we do exercises and yoga, meditation, breathing exercises, then we can increase lung capacity. Only 1/6 part of lungs we will use. Remaining 5/6 part we won't use. So these are the alveoli. They entrap oxygen, and then they will supply into the blood. And last step, it is blood. So from blood, what will happen? Oxygen will be entered, and that oxygen will take place in our exchanging of body, and blood carries oxygen to each and every cell of the body and collects carbon dioxide from them. That means oxygen enters here into the body, and after breathing is completed, carbon dioxide is produced, that is released through the nose. This is what called as pathway of the respiratory system here. And if you see, from nostrils, nasal cavity, pharynx, larynx, and trachea, bronchus, bronchioles, alveolar sacs, and lastly towards the blood. So this whole passage is because of that only kept as a moist and warm. So without warm and moistness, our respiratory system cannot work properly. So for that only we need to have this. And in every chapter, do you know is important. Here, do you know is important here. We need to remember as it is. So I am reading, just you listen here. Do you know? The interior of lung is divided into millions of small chambers, thus tremendously increasing the moist surface available for transfer of gases between air and blood. The linings of the lungs are made folded and so their total surface is enormous. If all alveoli of our lungs are spread out, they will cover an area of nearly 160 square meter, which is equivalent to tennis court. Understood? So alveoli are very smaller as they are divided present in the divided branches of lungs. Lungs are divided into two, right lung and left lung, and they will be having small chambers here, and entire chamber is kept moist surface. Why? Because in order to absorb and send oxygen and carbon dioxide, and also there will be very thin linings in the lungs which are folded in its surface area very high. If all the alveoli what we are seen here, if all the alveoli are spread out, so it will cover nearly equivalent to a tennis court, that means 160 square meter. So this is all for today. In the next coming class we will see another topic. Have a good day ahead.